In this video, we're slowly transitioning Zeus to being off leash and getting him off of food and just doing the commands. So we're using an e-collar. Right now we're doing a recall. He comes in too fast, so we're backing up to straighten him out. Good. Reward. A lot of things are repetitive. It's a long video, but it's a short training session, if that makes sense. Put him in a sit. Good. And then reward. We use a little bit of leash pressure along with the e-collar to give him information. Getting him used to the stimulation on the e-collar. Now we're trying to put him in a down. Zeus down. Nope. We use a little bit of leash pressure by stepping on it very gentle. Now we're walking away from him, keeping him in that duration, working on duration down. Good. A lot of times when you reward the dog, well, most of the times when you reward the dog, you want to walk towards the dog. We're trying to walk behind the dog. He got up, so we're putting him back in the down. A lot of dogs have problems when you walk behind them, they get up. So this is what you want to work on. I'm going to look, he got up. That's good, because this is our first time doing it, so we can correct him. Down. Good. Now we're going to walk behind him again. Good. I'm saying good right now because I walked behind him and he stood in the down position. That's what we want. Just get used to movement. Your dog seeing movement while staying in the same position. Good. You see, every time I reward him, I'm going up to him to letting him know he's doing the good thing by just not doing anything. Put him in a stand. Zeus stand. I don't want him walking while he's supposed to stand is supposed to stay in a stand position and not move. So I put him in a stand. Walking around. He's keeping his eye on me. Stand, stand, good. He's doing good. Stand, good. See, I'm coming up to him to give him the reward. Now we're trying to put him in a sit. Zeus sit. I move forward, give him a little spatial pressure. Good. He sat. Reward. Now we put him in a down. Oh no. Come between. Yep. Zeus between. Good. Now this command is flashy, and it's anything that requires your dog to follow instructions and do something very specific is good for the dog. Forward, 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 forward. You're teaching the dog to be compliant. Anything that involves your dog engaging with you and being compliant can be a game and can be very beneficial. Now I'm using leash pressure to bring him back into a heel. You see how he was sniffing the floor? We don't want that. So I gave him a little tug. Zeus between. He's a little far back, so I pull him, use a little leash pressure to move him forward. Yep, good, sit. That's where I want him. Reward. So before I get him off leash, we're gonna run a couple drills on leash because you want to get him familiarized with the movements. It's a lot of muscle memory, so you want to get them compliant because leash to the dog is control and guidance. Forward, good. Reward. Now we want him to come in the heel. So we say Zeus heel. Got it. Perfect. Good boy. Fix the collar. I like the prong facing me, the ring facing me. Zeus stand, permanent stand. Between, we're working on this a lot because it's a difficult movement for him to do when he's off leash. It's all muscle memory. Forward, that's good. Reward. Heel. Every time when we finish with that, I pull him back into heel, because it's like I said, like, I'm gonna keep repeating it. It's muscle memory. He's doing a real good job because I'm using the leash. The leash is guidance. Notice every time we start our move, I always bring him back to a heel. Now I have him in a stand, heel. You see, back in the heel. Always coming back into heel. It just gets ingrained in your dog, and when you say the word heel, they're just gonna do it without even, without even knowing. Now I say come, it's a recall. Perfect recall, good boy, reward. I'm using the e-collar as I'm saying these commands to habituate him with the stimulation. So right now we're gonna work on moving him backwards. Zeus, back, 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 good. And we're gonna reward. And notice how I have him up on the gate. The gate is to keep him aligned, to keep him straight, and I'm using, you see how I'm facing him with my body, so I'm only giving him one way to go. And like I said, it's muscle memory. You get your dog doing the movement, pair it with the word, and they're going to get it. So I'm giving him, I'm guiding him, I'm giving him so much information between the gait, my body language, and the leash. Because this is a very difficult movement for them to do. A lot of them like to sit backwards, or when you pull them, when you tug them back, they sit, or they just like try to hop around. So I'm keeping him on leash. Now we got him off leash. Put him in a stand, Zeus stand. Zeus come. Boom, perfect. That was good. Mark it. Use the e-collar. Once he got to me, Zeus down. That's a little bit slow, but we'll work on that. That's good. We'll still reward that. Good. Now we walk away from him. Good. We're gonna reward that. Walking up to him and rewarding him for just not moving. Do we recall Zeus come? And all of this is off leash now. We're getting him used to engagement. This is engagement while being off leash. Letting him focus on the handler. Making him focus on me even though he's off leash. Zeus calm, you see, it's a lot of repetitive. Now he's doing an off leash and he doesn't even know it. It's repetitions. Now let's say Zeus heel, he scratches, little itch, good, reward, doing a turn, heel, good, reward. Zeus heel. That was a little sloppy, so I make him do it over. Boom, perfect. It's a beautiful boy. Stand, put him in a stand. So I say between, Zeus, between. That was beautiful. You see how he's doing it off leash now? It starts on leash, now he goes off leash because it's so much repetition. He's comfortable doing it. Forward. Good. Zeus come. Perfect. Recall. But he itches, so I want him to fix himself. To come in a straight line. Boom. Perfect. Good. Mark it with your marker word and reward. Now put him in a down, Zeus down. Zeus down. It's A little itchy. Good boy. Put him in a sit. So sit is transitioning from down to sit, and then we put him in a stand afterwards. Stand, perfect, beautiful. It took a little step, but perfect. We'll fix that. Still did good. And how you do that, you start using leash pressure. You start off with the leash. So stand. He wanted to sit there, but he fixed himself, so that was good. Good. He sits, so I said, Zeus, stand. Good. Stand. Stand. Good. Good boy. Make him come back in the heel. Good. Zeus down. It takes a little long, so I'll still reward that, but we'll work on that. We'll fix that. Zeus between. Is he really getting this command now? Good, beautiful. Comes into a default sit. Now when you're first teaching this command, they might not, just getting them between your leg you reward, and then once they get that down pat, then you make them sit, and once you get that down pat, you can start walking with them. Luring him to make him come back in a perfect heel. Perfect, good boy. See, that heel was a little wide, so I'll make him come back. See, I'll make him redo it. Heel, boom. Now I'll bring him to the fence because I'm gonna make him go backwards. Zeus, back. Back. Good. See, he takes a little bit of step. I'm gonna reward that because I'm not gonna ask for too much, but it's a little sloppy, so I'm gonna put him on leash and do it over. If the commands, if you notice the commands are getting sloppy, use a leash. Then that means they're not ready for off leash. Use a leash. Don't rush it. Make sure it looks nice and that they really understand the command. So it's back. See, I'm using my leg to make sure he doesn't sit because he keeps going into a sit position. So I'm going to reward it because he didn't. Good. Now we're doing a recall. Zeus comb. Good. And it doesn't take much. This is maybe like a 20 minutes. It's realistically like 30 minutes of training. Good. Put him in a sit. Zeus sit. Now I'll walk away from him. It doesn't take the whole day training a dog. Just consistency and the right information. Sit. The next step is to take him off of treats, take him off of food, and then just get him to work without any food, and then add distractions, and then he's good to go. Good. See, I reward him every time he's stand. So stand. Good. He's a good boy. Getting him used to me moving around. Soon I'm gonna be able to walk far down the block, and he won't even move. It's increments. Take it slow. You keep building on, and that's how you get a better dog. You start off small, and then you keep increasing the duration, keep increasing the intensity or the. See, I put him back. Everything he's doing right now is engaging with me. So he's off leash and he's engaging with me. So when I do give him the break command in the future and I want him to be a free dog, he's already so used to being off leash and engaging with me, he's just gonna come back easily. If I tell him to come between, he itches, so I give him some space to fix himself. Zeus between. Boom, perfect. Beautiful. And that's all. That's perfect. Textbook perfect. And that's all from the leash. I didn't rush it. I did hundreds of repetitions with that command on leash. Forward, forward, forward. And now I'm starting to turn with him. Forward, forward, forward. I'm giving him hand signals. So when I don't have food, he's gonna start to understand. Make him start making him back. I'll take a tiny step backwards. So he's coming to heel. Perfect. Put him in the down. I'll put the leash on him to work on the sit down stand. To stand. You could also teach a dog. He was messing up on down before, so I speed up. I speed it up with the leash. Give him a little pressure, a down pressure, and e-collar. Same thing with the stand. I pop him up, gentle pressure. Zeus down. You see his down is very slow, so I fix it with the leash. Whatever you gotta fix, don't knock yourself. If your dog is going slow at certain commands, just go back and work on it. Just like now, I'm going back to work on his going backwards. Boom, perfect. Did very good right there. Don't rush it. This is around a week and a half of work. This is a week and a half of having Zeus. Another 2 weeks, he'll be good. He'll be perfect. See how I have him on leash? I keep emphasizing that because it's so important. Not jumping to off leash. Zeus, back. He's doing very good. Oh, a little mess up right there, but we fix it. Zeus, back. Good boy. And reward. Stand, Zeus between. Good boy. Zeus sit. Good. Zeus down. Good. That's a good down. A lot better with the leash. We don't ever use the word stay. We just every command should be implied stay. If I say down, it means down until you give it the next command. If I say sit, it means sit until you give it the next command. He's getting better. You see how he doesn't pop up when I walk behind him now? See, perfect. If I say stand, it means stand and don't move. And this helps because if I say heel, you should stay in a heel position. I shouldn't need to keep reminding you to stay in the heel position. What are we doing now? We put him back in the heel. Good, heel, good. Now I want him to follow my leg. When my left foot lands on the floor is when he should be taking this step. You do a lot of turns. It's like calibrating your dog when you keep turning. He's doing very good. It's a very good training session. I was very pleased. So stand, see I put him in a stand. It just means stand, don't move, now I say come. Soon we're gonna make him run, and then I'm gonna say stand, and he should just stay in position. So it's turning your dog from 100 to 0, from in drive to off drive. That's how you get control of your dog. It's a beautiful dog. Good structure. He's only 8 months old. I take the leash back off of him. I take the leash back off. We have him in a sit. So I correct him there because he got up. So put him back in a sit. That was good. Now we do a recall. Perfect. Perfect recall. We want him centered and comes into a default sit. See how many repetitions I'm doing over and over. I'm basically doing every single command that he knows except for place. That's it. Did a pretty good job.